Hello, so today I'm going to be talking about the two articles for week 11. The first one I'd like to talk about is the Arizona's banning of Mexican American books by Roberto Rodriguez. This article just blew my mind. I couldn't even fathom being in this school district as a person from the Mexican culture. Even as a white American who doesn't even know that much about the Mexican community, I was honestly pissed at the school board administrators. I couldn't even fathom the idea that they denied banning and eliminating these books, and not even that, but also having no response to the situation once the march and walkout happened. Because they denied it, they know it was wrong. And in the end, they said it's to improve the Mexican American Studies Department. So, since when does improving mean avoiding and terminating? It's pretty obvious that these administrators are racist, not only because they deal with the Mexican border more, and it's more prevalent to them than it is to me in my environment, or at least in Michigan. But she specifically said in the article, racism has nothing to do with color, and Mexico is where Mexican studies are taught, not America. All I want to say is since when? For one, race is almost everything to do with color. It's like the most prevalent, most focused characteristic of these different races. And for two, America is the melting pot of the earth. We're the most diverse community and should be welcoming to others, especially if they take pride in America with us. Another thing that disgusted me in this article was the reinforced stereotype that Mexicans are maids and janitors and they just clean toilets. The fact that the school representative wanted to hire students as janitors to teach them about work ethic is just unbelievable to me. School's education, where you gain knowledge to fulfill a career in your future, not where you learn to clean toilets for work ethic. In all reality, that would teach absolutely nothing about work ethic. You have a toilet at home. Why isn't it considered a house chore instead of work? What if you compared the Mexican American Studies Department to Black History Month? How would people feel about that? How would feel that Black History Month shouldn't exist because black people don't belong in America? I couldn't believe that they said that. Why is it that African Americans can be in America and American education, but Mexicans can't? It's quite ridiculous in my opinion, and this topic got me very heated. In the next article, hesitations about using native language in children's books, it really made me think. It says that the Chamorro language is extremely important to revitalizing and maintaining their cultural identity, but it becomes an issue because there's debate over the correct spelling and meaning of the language. Not only that, but in the end, it causes the Chamorro community to divide. I looked at the Chamorro language like African languages, in the sense that there's over 200 indigenous languages in Africa, and a lot of them are extremely similar. Basically the same language, only tweaks and changes here and there. They made their language what they wanted it to represent, and they were okay with the several forms of versions. And they were okay with that division. So why can't the Chamorro language be like this? And if it was, how would it affect the books? Because I'm not familiar with Chamorro language, but I can only speak broadly, but is the grammar and vocabulary really that important? I mean, more important than the plot or the story itself? I don't think these books are intended to bring an important experience or meaning, but just to expose Chamorro language. If that's the case, you can expose their language in many other ways that would be more successful than children's books. There's so many autobiographies and more focused upon that than children's books. Children's books are meant for a moral of the story, learning, educating the children. Not that the Chamorro language isn't important in educating, but there's better ways and more successful ways to bring it up and to expose it to people. So yeah, those were the two articles for today, and they both really caught my attention. It really makes me think about Mexican culture now, and I think I might want to learn a little bit more.